Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start out with this Luscious Cosmetics eyeshadow base. And I'm just putting this on a little blending flat brush. And I'm putting this all over my eyelids just to, you know, use it as an eyeshadow base. And this is obviously way too dark for my skin, but that's okay because it's going to be covered up. And I'm just taking out that base just a little bit right here. And I'm going to be bringing it in right here on my nose, so whenever we're doing foundation later, I don't have to worry about those areas. Alright, so I'm just picking up this flat brush and picking up this Studio Makeup translucent powder and just going ahead and just setting all over where we just put that eyeshadow base. Alright, now for the fun part, we're going to go into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. If you guys watch my channel, you guys already know I love this palette. I pretty much use, actually I love every Morphe palette. I feel like I use a Morphe palette in like every single tutorial, but that's because they're my favorite. Alright, so I'm going to be taking this Ipsy L34 Blend Beauty Brush and dipping into this yellow color right there. And I'm just going to use this as my transition color. So I'm going to be slowly building up this color, and normally I use like a wider eyeshadow base and you can see this color a lot more, but dang, can't really see it that much. But anyways, I'm just going to slowly build this color up and blend it into my crease. Alright, so I finally got my hands on the Morphe M441 brush. I was so super excited about it because I know that everyone loves this brush and I've already used it. As you can tell, it's dirty, but this brush is amazing. The hairs on it, the hairs on it are so soft and they just like blend everything really amazing. And if you guys don't know Morphe, you can now find it in your selected stores of Ulta. So yes, I seen it in Ulta and I freaked out. I was with my friend and I was so super excited to see Morphe in Ulta. I like freaked out. It was the best thing ever. And it was actually really sad because the first time I saw it, I had a migraine, so my vision was completely blurry. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy everything. So I just bought some of the items I didn't have already. So this was one of them. Alright, so I'm going to be mixing a lot of different colors. So I'm going to go into this color right next to the yellow color first and just start blending that into my crease. And this color is pretty light. This could be used as a transition color as well, but I'm just kind of, you know, making like a gradient effect and just, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing with this look. I'm just kind of winging it because YOLO. Alright, so now I'm going to be going into this more of like a burnt orangey brown shade right here. This is a little bit darker, so I'm not going to bring it as high up. I'm just going to be using this just to define that crease area a little bit. Alright, so now with this color, since I'm starting to build it up to the color I want, I'm going to start flicking it out this way. It's going to look messy at first, of course, but we're going to fix that up with concealer, but I'm just flicking it out this way. And I don't know where this brush is from. It doesn't have a name on it, but I'm going to be taking this small little blending brush and I'm going to be dipping into this. It's kind of a brown shade right here, but it's kind of got like a, oops, dipped into the wrong color. It kind of has like a maroon effect to it, but I'm just going to be really defining that crease area. And with the extra product on my brush, I'm going to be flicking it out this way. Wow, I just put way too much. Whoops. Don't do that, guys. Alright, so with that M441 brush, I'm just going to be going through and just kind of blending everything out so it doesn't look like I just drew a dark line of brown. And so I'm just taking that first brush we used and just adding a little bit more of that yellow color to the top, just because I did want that yellow color to show up a little bit more. And I find it really funny how whenever I don't do my foundation first, I literally have no fallout on my face. Whenever I do my foundation first, I get tons of fallout. And I only get it on camera because when I'm up in my bedroom doing my makeup, it literally looks perfect. But whenever I'm on camera, there's fallout everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to go in with this Sophie Glam brush. And it's just a little flat brush. And I'm going to be picking up that eyeshadow base. And hopefully this works good because I've never used an eyeshadow base as a cut crease thing. But as you can tell, I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting my crease. And I'm going to try not to take it up as high as that brown color. So before moving on to the other eyes, I'm going to be taking this Studio Makeup translucent powder and just taking this flat brush and setting wherever we just put that eyeshadow base at. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my NYX glitter glue, and I just wiped off that concealer on that brush, and I'm just going to be putting that all over where I just put that concealer at. Alright, and so before moving on to the other eye, I'm going to be taking this Sketch glitter. It is their Skull Glitter in the color Sunny. Alright, now I'm just picking up a flat brush and picking up a little bit of glue so the glitter sticks to it. And just placing that everywhere where we just put that glitter at, or that glue at. And did my liner off camera because I knew it would be a problem, but I used my NYX liquid matte liner and my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I also ran this blue eyeliner, which I don't really know. Oh, it's from Santee. I used this blue gel liner from Santee and it sucks, so I do not recommend it, but it is kind of cool looking because it does have like a little sharpener on it. I don't know, maybe I need to give it another. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the face. I'm going to be using my Luscious Cosmetics Camera Stick foundation stick, and I accidentally broke it, so whenever you open it up, it kind of like falls out. But I'm going to carefully just place a couple different stripes on my face, like this, and this foundation is pretty much my favorite foundation ever. It is so good, and it smells like baby powder. So that's even another plus because it smells so good. Alright, so now I'm going to be mixing it in with some highlighting drops, liquid glow drops from Tim2, and this is their Foxy Charm collab. And I just like to mix this into my foundation. I don't really know if it does anything because I don't really see a difference when I don't do it, but I just do it because, you know, why not? Now I'm going to be taking this Morphe sponge, and this is their blending sponge, and I just got this recently whenever I found out that they were in Ulta, or I didn't find out, but whenever I seen them in Ulta. And this sponge is so amazing. I don't know how I blended my foundation out without it because it's just so super soft, and it has this like flat part right here, which is really good for like sharpening up your contour. So now I'm going to be taking this ColourPop No Filter Concealer, which is also another like new favorite product of mine. It is really, really good. It has a very thick consistency, and it kind of reminds me of Tarte Shape Tape. No, I wouldn't say it's as good as Tarte Shape Tape, but it's really good, and it's $5. $5, guys. It's $5. And it's super amazing. So I'm just going to put it on all the spots that I normally would, and just add it on some parts where the foundation doesn't really stick to my nose. I have a problem with foundation sticking to my nose for some reason, so I have to always like go over it a million times with different concealers and foundations. I don't know why. Alright, and here I am just adding more concealer on the nose because I don't know, my nose is weird. If you guys have the same problem as I do, getting stuff to stick to your nose, foundation or concealer, please leave down comments below, like if you know how to fix it, because I have no idea. I feel like I've tried everything and just nothing works, and whenever I put powder on it, it just gets even worse. Okay, so now that we're looking nice and blended up, I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. This is a powder, contour, and highlight kit, and this is a very hyped up product, and it's super, super amazing. I've never owned it. I'm going to be taking the Sophie Glam Cosmetics brush. It's like a pointed brush, doesn't really have a name, but I'm going to be dipping into that like glowy, it kind of looks like a glowy powder compared to this one. This is like a matte and glowy side one, and I'm just going to be very lightly putting that under my eyes, but not using too much, just because, I don't know, putting powders on my face just does not look good. I don't know how to, I don't know, make them look good. Setting them with setting spray just does not work for me. So I typically do not use powders, but I do use them on certain parts, just, you know, because I'm always trying to make it work. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking this little flat contouring brush from Sophie Glam as well, and I'm going to be dipping into the middle shade right here, and of course with this brush just contouring my cheeks. Alright, so I went ahead and drew some like little contour lines on my face, and now I'm going to be taking this like bigger blending brush from Sophie Glam and dipping into this shade right here on the right, and it's like an orangey shade, and I'm just going to be blending that out and bronzing up the rest of my face. Guys, these contour powders, they just blend out so amazing. They're like a dream come true. I don't know what took me so long to get this product. I've always wanted it, but I'm very cheap, and this product was on sale on Sephora the other day for $20, and I was like, listen, I'm broke, but I gotta get this. And they just blend out so amazing, and the colors in them are very perfect for me. They're just very, I don't know, they don't make me look orange, or they don't make me look too cool toned. And now I'm just gonna be taking this Sedona Lace EV13 brush and very lightly dipping into that and tapping it off, and I'm just gonna attempt to contour my nose. And I don't really know how to contour that well, but I just do this because it adds a little bit more color to my face, so I just kind of like how it looks. So now I'm going to be taking this Sophie Glam blush brush, and I'm going to be taking this Tarte blush in the color Partey, and just dipping into that, and of course just putting that on the apples of my cheeks where I normally would. And oops, there's like hair stuck in my lashes. That's always fun. And this color is like really, really pretty. It's very, very light, so it doesn't look too intense on my face. So now I'm going to take my favorite setting spray, which is the Makeup Revolution Setting Spray Illuminating Fixing Spray is what it's actually called, and just spraying my face with this. Now I'm going to let that semi-dry before we put on our highlighter, just because I like to always set my face before doing highlighter. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking this It Cosmetics Hello Lashes and just putting this on my top lashes. Mascara is actually really good, but for some reason whenever I use liquid eyeliner, it never fails for me to not get it in my lashes, and it makes them really hard and doesn't make my mascara look as good because, you know, I suck at that, but you know. Alright, so now that the setting spray has semi-dried, but it still has a little bit of dewiness on my face, I'm going to be taking the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. And I'm going to be using this Morphe M510 brush to highlight today. Just dipping into that product and putting it all over my face. And just look at that. That is so blinding. Sometimes I put a little bit too much. And now I'm just going to be picking up this little pointed brush and putting that on the inner corner of my eyes. And this highlighting powder is super amazing. I feel like the color is really good for my skin color because it is very hard for me to find like gold highlighters. They just look too gold on my face. And this one just blends into my skin very easily. It looks like, when you first put it on, it looks very dramatic, but it does blend out just depending on your liking. And of course I'm just putting this on my inner corner, and I'm gonna be putting it on my brow bone as well, just to give it a little bit more of a pop. Now I'm gonna be taking the Morphe M441 brush and I'm gonna dip into this color first and just lightly blend that under my lower lashes. And I always poke myself in the eye on camera. Whenever I'm up in my bedroom doing it, I don't even poke myself in the eye, and then on camera I always do. And then I'm just going to dip into the like more burnt orange color and just kind of put it more heavily on the outer part and then blend it all together. And now I'm just taking that same mascara and putting that on my lower lashes. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to the last part, which is the lips. And I'm going to be taking this Pop Beauty lip liner, Pout on Point, and it's in the color Vampy. And these lip liners are super awesome. They sent them over to me and they're like angled, so they go around your lips very well. So yeah. Now I'm just taking this color and of course just outlining my lips. Alright, so I actually thought this color was darker whenever I looked at it, but you know, we're just going to see what happens with this look. So I'm going to be taking this Luscious Cosmetics lipstick, and this is in the color Night, and just putting that all over the middle part of my lips. So that is the completed look. I actually really love how this turned out. I think it's very fun for fall. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.